Well, hello, all of you fabulous folk, and welcome back to another dyslexic edition of Disinformed Presents Fan Friction. I'm Shane.
I'm John.
I'm Michael.
I'm Courtney.
And this is the sequel that no one asked for.
I'm really upset.
But we're going to bring it. So, in case you are unfamiliar, we host a fabulous little podcast that flees from your preferred provider app every marvelous Monday morning called the Disinformed Podcast. We talk about random esoteric nonsense and we lie about it. That's the long and the short of it. It's very entertaining.
Yeah.
We also do multiple shows here weekly on the tubes of you, but a byproduct of our dear friend Michael's enthusiasm for fan fiction back in the day, specifically episode 25 of our podcast, The Worst Fan Fiction Ever, led us to eventually perform said worst fan fiction ever in the form of My Immortal, as performed by the Disinformed Podcast cast. And so, it has been exceptionally popular. And folks were clamoring for it for months and months whilst we were recording it, giving us, lengthy passages such as, why are you guys doing this ridiculous nonsense? And I can't believe, can I just stop listening to the episode once you start this?
Yeah, that was a really popular one. Why are all of your episodes 2 hours plus right now? And it's because we had 2 episodes worth of content because we threw this on to the back of each episode for a long time.
Yep. So now, at the attempt to work smarter, not harder, we have converted to all of our fan fiction does not live on the podcast proper. It is now here for your casual consumption on the tubes of you. And so, preamble aside, due to the clamor and, of course, its popularity as a concept, we are bringing My Immortal back for another round. And so, to give a bit of preamble to that, Michael is going to give us a foray into the story. But before we get started, I will say, if you're enjoying what you're hearing here, you should probably follow Michael's instructions and
smash that like button right here, somewhere around here. Leave a comment right down below and ring that bell, leave a like. I wish I could come up with a song for it, but all those things at once would be great.
Indeed. We want to know what you think and feel at all times. So please share with us. And so now we have to go with the ever popular and always present preamble from our dear friend John.
Yeah. So raise your hand if you're a voice actor. Right. So except for Shane, none of us have been paid for our voices. In fact, I think some of us in this session would be paid to stop talking.
If only that was my dream job.
And it's been a beautiful few months since I've had to say this part of the preamble, but Michael goes through these scripts and he puts them into script format from Fan Fic, so that we can have a cast reading of them. We go in blind and we read verbatim how the author intended. Now, for the past few that we've done, that doesn't really there's not a lot of mistakes.
They're not as incoherent, yes.
Right. Yes. But the reason that I had to start saying that is because of the original My Immortal. So I think that now that we're getting back, it's going to be very, very apparent that some of this is going to be really difficult to get through. I almost quit the podcast the first reading of My Immortal because I hated it so much. So sharing the pain. It's a fun pain, but there's the preamble for you if it's anything like what I'm used to.
And to your point, Courtney actually was a listener predominantly when we initially ran this and just remarked to us, Courtney.
Yeah, so hearing it and hearing the pronunciation of words and like you guys, mentioned that like the spelling is really bad or whatever, that's one thing. Seeing the actual script and the mumbled garbage, it's like, it literally, reads as if Siri was trying to understand Michael talking. and then just kind of like put that in a Google Doc and it was like, I don't know, figure it out.
Yeah. You know what you could do, Courtney? You could
sorry.
take a screenshot of just like this first chunk of script.
Yeah.
And you could throw that to our socials so that they can see exactly what you're mentioning.
It's special.
I will say that Google autocorrect has broken. I've broken it. It has given up.
Your screen sharing. How beautiful.
I'm going to screen share with everybody just so that you can see a portion of the joy here. And,
yeah, that's not too spoilery.
No, it's not. But yeah.
I forgot that we have that option now.
It is a thing.
That is actually a very nice option to have, that you can screen share that at any point in time if things get hairy.
Yeah, when I inevitably begin to just effusively stumble over the nonsense that is this script, we can always resort to, let me show you what I have to deal with right now. And I think that'll help everybody.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so I'm afraid, though, Michael... we're going to have a discussion because, as we've also said, we do read this on the fly. And there are a couple words that I was not allowed to say previously that are going to rear their ugly heads here. And so apologies to you dear folks on the tubes of you. Any, racial epithets that may, fly around here are not intended.
I think what you're trying to say.
The way that one phonetically has spelt words like spike.
Without the E. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would say we'll do our best to catch him in the moment. It's not the intent, but yeah, you saw the script. I think maybe if you hit it, we show the script. So.
Or if you're really that desperate, I can just try to avoid it altogether.
I think a woohoo.
We can do
is
woohoo.
fine.
Yeah, we'll go with the good
old.
old tried and true woohoo.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Oh. I think that's the official mandate here is we're doing a woohoo censor for anything sensitive.
Okay, it's reasonable to me. Is everybody ready?
No.
As ready as I'll ever be.
It's a reasonable response. Michael, I'm going to let you take it away.
So the actual author of the sequel named, and I'm going to try and read this in one word, Nick Clegg Enthusiast. All one word, left a little explanation at the top of the first, or I guess every chapter. Hi. So I decided to write a sequel to my Immortal. I'm not Tara. I just wanted to write a small sequel for fun, close parenthesis. I'll be writing it in her style for comedy purposes and not because I'm illiterate.
Or so you'd have us believe.
Like how you did the colon and parentheses when you could have just said smiley face.
I am reading it the way that is written.
And that's why Michael is not the narrator of this tale.
Correct.
Exactly.
Well.
All right. That takes us around. Oh, man. Getting all the old feelings back again. Michael?
There's one more thing I will say. So in the previous reading of my Immortal, I cut all the author notes before and after each chapter. In this time, because of how popular the author notes in prayers was, I included them.
Okay.
So
beautiful.
Yes.
I see you're getting into the swing of things with your grammatical choices there.
Oh, yes.
All right.
I'm already
do the
incapable of talking. I came, poo-pooed, pee-peed in my die-dye. I'm ready to go.
He,
me, bees, knees.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Courtney's done already.
Ladies and germaphobes, I am elated to present to you the first installment of My Immortal, the sequel, as performed by the Disinformed Podcast cast. Chapter 1. Author. Thanks to Raven for helping me to write the sequel to my amazing story. Wink. You rock, girl. MCR rocks too. I got to get back used to the number squeaking again.
You sure do.
I'm out of practice here, friends. It's gonna be rough. Lemon face, lion face. My name is Inabi Drakeness Dimentia Raven Way. Im a goth and Iv just been on a adventure, and Morty McFlea had helped me get bake to the footer in his Blake Tim machine. Then we had a computer notification. I hate my life. Helped me to get bake to the footer in his Blake Tim machine. Then we had sex. Winky. And now it's Tuesday. Im in dark my yeek clays next to my dadgummit. Im in dark my yeek class next to my BF Draco. We da sexiest krupla in da room. Im wearing a Blake corset with red lace at the top, and the hem and red fishnets on my legs and arms, so they mack, and that make me look super sexy, and to mack me look heaven sexer. Am wearing a very short minskirt, and am wearing white foundation with Blake lipstick and black eyeshadow with tons of Blake eyeliner. Draco is wearing a good chatlet t-shirt and skinny jeans with a belt which has loads of chains and woohoo on it. He eyes also wearing lots of Blake eyeliner. Lick me. Hot damn. Snap was doing the class. I was so pissed that he didn't give a I was so pissed that he didn't get furred or something for trying to kill me or for rapping Draco. It's actually Draco, I'm sorry. For rapping Draco. But at least that bike Brittany is deed. Snop was talking about evil Mogix, though, so I didn't mind. I love to curse people, and Mac bad things happen to them. Just like that fucking posers and prebs who flam on my stora. 111. Vampire Dabolo and Bloody Mary and Willow were here. Woompier had sook a hard-on for me, but he knew I was taken. B. Drake. Sudanley won. Dumbledore and Hagrid ran in the classroom. 1. They looked super sacred. 1.
What the fook is going on?
Osgood in my sexa boys, which made Draco blush, but not stopped past blush, like sexy gothic blush, which weighs Blake and sexy.
Brittany has come back to life,
said Dumbledore.
And she is trying to expel the Drac forces from Hogwarts. 1.
Nope, that's Hogwarts, my friend.
Oh, sorry. And she is
Which
trying
I
to
take with
expel the
relish.
Drek forces from Hogwarts.
Also, where is Gandalf here? Gotta
I'm
bring
not
back
doing
Gandalf.
Gandalf anymore.
I told
Oh.
Gandalf.
I'm just
and
gonna do a
he's-
deeper voice because I can go deeper if you ask me to.
Some people have all the luck and skill.
Oof.
Bruh.
We then all ran outside and saw that fucking preppy poser Brightenery. She was a ghost and was making my geeks with her wand.
Fook of Brittany, you fucking post bitch. 1-1.
Language. I screamed.
Oops.
But she just smiled with her stupid preppy pink lipstick. We was also wearing a wit dress with pink flowers on it. I like that flowers is actually spelled appropriately, but I just got in a rhythm of everything being misspelled here. We was also wearing a witty dress with pink flowers on it. She looked like a fucking Dumas. I had her so much.
Lulz, I'm going to send you all to another dimension so that Skewel is free of stupid goths like you. 1.
She said, her girly preppy voice. She then did some more magics, and before we could stop her, she had sent us all through a vortex. 111.
All right, so this is Crash Bandicoot Warped. Got it.
Man, that was
I have
chapter
not-
1.
Yeah, I have not missed this at all. I think this person's trying way too hard to make the misspellings
It's so
happen.
much
No, I agree.
worse.
This person, I
Yeah,
assume
we
their
don't
gender.
assume nothing. Yeah.
They are definitely trying too hard. I feel like they get a little bit better later on.
Okay,
But-
so that's a little warning that we can have now is that it's very, very rough right now, but it gets a little smoother.
I sound like Siri having a seizure.
It's impossible to get through that fast too and
No,
articulate
yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
quickly
Whew.
before we go, because we have 2 chapters more, just because I'm looking at the returning characters, I remember my favorite one because he made an appearance in Prayers and Miracles as well. And Harry and Vampire are the same, aren't they?
So Vampire is not spoiling things, but I will say no, they are not.
Okay, so I need to have 2 different voices here.
Yes. Once we start reading, you'll kind of get an idea of why they are 2 different people.
Well, maybe, Vampire is the British version for you, John, and then Harry can be
Straightforward.
Southern Harry.
Okay, I like
Let's
that.
just make it easy on you.
I don't have a British accent, but that's the point. So
You didn't the first time we did it either, so.
I think you said you were trying to go for a royal British accent. I think you were trying to.
All right. Chapter 2. Here is the next chapter to my story. Thanks, Raven, for spell checking my last one. You make my writing look very professional. We weren't in divorcex for long. We landed on the grass outside. Hogwarts? Whoa, mindfuck,
what the fuck is going on?
said Vampire.
Why are we back here?
I laughed.
Ha 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 ha's that fucking poser bick can't even do her shitty wheat magic riti.
And we all laughed, except Snip, who didn't, because he's an asshole.
We better get back to Hogwarts. I'm getting hungry. Do you want me to go feed off some Hufflepuffs with me?
Darko asked, depressingly and sexually.
Hell yes. Sign me up.
I'm assuming this is still you, Michael. This is why I left that open, because it's not attributed to the author, so I'm assuming that's another Ebony still speaking.
Oh, no. That is, sorry, that is actually authorial or dictated. Yes.
Oh, you're killing me, Small.
You want to take that from one there, buddy-o?
Hell yes.
I seed cause I love to drink the blood of those preppy Hufflepuffs. The Hufflepuffs are all prebs, just like the Gryffindors and the Ravenclaws. Don't fucking exist anymore. So shut up, prebs. Me story is consistent with the real books. I just changed it because it's fan fiction. Duh. 1-1. We all went back to Hogswat, and we couldn't believe our eyes. It was so much cleaner than before. And dude fucking brightly who'santher.
What the fucking fuck has happened to my fucking skull? 1-1.
Dumbledore said because he had enough headache thanks to Britannia's fucking stupid preepy spell. It made him very angry to see the school being this clean because he's a fucking post weirdo.
Hello there, friends.
Caleb.
I forgot.
The schizophrenia is strong with this story.
It's supposed to be Southern?
Yes.
Hello there, friends.
Caleb, a prepi version of vampire? Next to him was Dumbledore in a tweed suit.
Welcome to Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles.
See that see that tweed, Dumbledore. We didn't say anything. We were just in shock. 10, the perp vampire, went up to real Voomper.
Welcome, friend. May I say, you quite look like me. Well, except for the red streaks in your hair and all that eyeliner. Anyway, my name's Harry Potter. What's yours?
He seed holding out his hand for him too, Shaq. But he didn't, because why would he shack the hand of such a prep losser?
Suck my dick, you twat.
He said to Harry, quick made tweed Dumbledore and Harry shook it, and Harry started to cry.
So are we not in the real Hogwarts?
Said Willow to me.
I don't think so. Stupid Brittany and her stupid spiel.
I replied.
Too righty, babe.
She agreed.
Please, my children, calm down. We are in the presence of God. We can offer you beds in the dormitory for tonight and for as long as you need them.
He said with his stupid whispery voice.
Yeah, whatever.
I said as we all went to the dorms. This place may be weird, but we still need a place to stay until we can undo ta spiel.
Okay, I'm starting to see the merit here.
What a great crossover.
I was not expecting that. I'm sure you've said it like 100 times, but I wasn't expecting it.
This
This
look
is like
on your
the
face when you
Avengers of our
realized it.
fanfics.
Yes.
This is the strangest candy cane I have ever stumbled across.
It's all come to this. This time it's personal.
No, this time it's biblical.
Thanks.
And can I just say, John, your inspiration from the pastor from Letterkenny as Rev Dumbledore is pretty great.
Thank you.
That is exactly what it sounds like.
Oh man, there's another one that doesn't matter. It's just a stereotype. So, but thank you,
Chapter
Courtney. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm gonna say that you know that not all white people are pastors, right?
What?
Doesn't matter. It was a bad joke.
Shut your mouth, John.
Sorry. Let's just do the episode.
Chapter 3. OMF Prebs 1-1 Step flaming my story. Yes, Dumbledore had another Hidachi 1-1-1 Fuss.
Oh, I think that's supposed to be like F.
I don't give a flying French fried titty floop.
Sweet.
I woke up in Thuggrill's dorm, which pissed me off, cause I wanted to slap wit Drake. So we cold, you know what. Lols, 50 shads of gray, eat your heart out.
Like 50 chads of gray.
But there was a disaster. Te only gothic cloths I had were the ones I wore yesterday. And everything else was stupid preppy school uniforms. So I had to wear the same thin, which was a Blake corset with red lace at te top and the hem, and red fishnets on my legs and arms, and a minskit and wheat foundation with Blake lipstick and Blake eyeshadow with Blake eyeliner.
Babe, this fucking sucks. Do you think they have a hot topic in whatever dimension this is?
Willow Askid.
Yeah, totes. I so fucking need to get my fashion on. It's a fucking crib to wear the same clothes every day.
Said Bloody Marie as she applied more eyeliner to her face.
We shall go find one after breakfast.
I suggested 10. Suddenly, we heard a groan from the other side of the room. It weighs Antogrill sleeping there. Some outer prep in this damn prep fest of a skull. Te kides her are like fucking Gryffindoress, except prepire.
That hurt. Can you?
I
what is
don't know
that?
what you said.
Yeah, what
I
is
don't
that?
know what they said.
Michael?
So I will read it the way I
Translate.
think it should
Is
be.
this should this be a share moment here for the
Yeah,
friends?
share it.
I can do this. I suggested then suddenly we heard a groan from the other side of the room. It was another girl sleeping there. Some other prep in this damn prep fest of a school. The kids here are like fucking Gryffindors except preppier.
Thank you.
Didn't need to
Wow,
hit the
it's
F that
atrocious.
hard, my friend.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I think once we're in like the
Uh,
first 5 or 10 minutes, we're just rolling. So
This is the section here. I know the blue doesn't help when it's blue highlighted already, but I was trying to save my eyes from the terror and strain that my body is dealing with right now.
Man, that share screen is going to come in real clutch this series.
Beautiful.
I'm really, really relishing it.
Let's try and remember to at least feature one screenshot an episode here just to have them share our pain.
Yeah. Give me the Hermione.
Probably gonna happen in the next paragraph.
Good morning, rubies. What a lovely and pleasant day has God. Ooh, no.
It does this to you because you
you aren't expecting it to
reading
be
ridiculously, and
Yeah.
then when you're forced to read regularly, your brain doesn't work any longer.
Nope. Good morning, rubies. What a lovely and pleasant day God has given us. How are you feeling after your first sleep here?
She said stretching and looking at us with her stupid innocent expression. She was a creepy version of Bloody Maru, like mad her feel psych. All three of us put our middle fingers up at her, and she gasped in shock. What a stupid fucking prep. One. Right? Later, we went to the Hall of Greats. Great Hall, I suppose it's Gritty Hall, where breakfast was being served. Tweed Dumbledore got on his knees and prayed to God and bacon sausages and tossed and stuff appeared on the tables.
That was the most wee thing you've ever seen.
I shooted oot, and all the gang laughed except Snap because leak I seed, he's an asshole.
My child, God created you and loves you. Don't insult him.
He seed again.
Fook off. One.
I seed as I threw some bacon at him, but I missed and hit Preppy Diabolo with it, and he crid and went to see his friend Harry.
That was not a very kind thing to do.
Harai said, as he offered his friend some oatmeal to cry in because that's like his fetish or something.
I don't give a fook.
I seed.
Yeah, none of us give a fuck, you all preppy losers.
Draco seed really hotly, so I Frenched him. I did it in such a passive manner. Holy shit! By Grease, who French passively are so hot. One.
Oh my, you cannot do that in the Great Hall. Stop immediately.
Said the pripey McGoogle, but we both put our middle fingers up at her. Meanwhile, Ron was just standing there bowling in his oatmeal. His tears were making the soggy mixture Evan soccer. I then stood Frenchin Draco to summon my ladies.
My lord.
Come on, ladies. Let's blow this joint. We're going cloth shopping.
Hell yeah. Next episode gonna be the bomb.
But how it's spelled is come
bomb.
on, ladies. Let's blow disjoint.
We're going cloth shopping.
Man, oh man.
The next episode gonna be the boom.
That's what they say.
I thought I was ready.
You're never ready.
I'm not.
You're never ready.
I might be the John of this production. I
to
might
quit.
angrily scream every time that we try to record this and just revolt.
Yeah, and I see Michael's got his LaCroix there too. But you know, and I was buzzing the last time we did, you know, the My Immortal stuff, and that helped a little bit. So I can't imagine raw dogging it 2 times in a row.
I also, just to everybody's point, this is so much more nonsensical for every narrative passage that I feel like I am doing vocal gymnastics to try to make this sound as stupid as it's written.
It's almost we said it the first one too. It's almost just an exercise in unlearning the English language.
We were actually in my public speaking class. I think I talked about this. They gave us a nonsense paragraph that you have to read where all the words were misspelled. Or had a different connotation to it, so that you could convey the story while still reading words that made no sense. And it impacted me so severely that I remember it to this day. So,
and you said then, you're like, this is so stupid. I'm never going to have to apply this ever again.
No, in point of fact, I actually thought it was a brilliant exercise at that time, because it does make you more try to put emphasis on sentences, but I am not utilizing that at all while we're recording this, which is unfortunate, because it's, you know, but here, I'll give you a bit. It's, once pon term, der worsted ladle gull, how had surge putty yowler coils, det pimple colder, guilty looks. Guilty looks, lift inner ladle cordage, and so you're saying
and so forth.
Weird words that have, you know, they're actual English words. They're just put in such a way that it sounds phonetically like something else. So you have to more put the emphasis to convey the meaning. And yeah, this is not that.
No.
And I cannot do this expertly or adroitly. So I'm sorry to everybody when I sound like I am mid-stroke here, but whew.
Good stuff.
Indeed.
So before we get out of here, Michael, how long is this fanfic?
I believe, let me double check. There are exactly
87
chapters.
Oh,
you said it and you willed it into existence.
I said 87, so I mean, at the very least, we're short of that. No,
it's,
okay.
I think it's about half the length of.
So what you're trying to say is that we're living here for a minute.
The next 2-3 months, yeah, about.
Fuck.
Yeah, I can't even say we have to edit this for YouTube. You know,
no, there's no point.
We're just going to curse.
Point.
Yeah, we're just going to be cursing.
We're not
a
monetized.
Blue streak.
It's hard to be, you know, unmonetized if we're not already monetized. So
I can't get more unmonetized.
All right,
especially after all the stuff we've been posting as of late. So
yeah.
I'm 5G. I can't get more demonetized. Well, my dear fanged friends and listeners out there, I am so sorry. And Amy Lee, you owe me an apology.
And that's not a bit.
And I am, as of right now, holding my last breath.
I'm going under.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. But I'm evanescing as we speak. Friends, listeners, please check in here every wonderful Wednesday on the Tubes of You at 10 a.m. Mountain Time to see how the story unfolds. And by the way, we have a playlist that will feature every episode so that you can, you know, watch this sequentially if you want to go episodically with us. We also have a slew of other fanfic that is included here. You can find all those playlists in the link tree below, as well as all of our social networks that you can avoid actively, and every other bit of nonsense. So, smash the like button, get all that you can out of this nonsense, and I hope that you appreciate our pain as much as we do. But for Fan Friction this week, I am Shane.
I'm John.
I'm Michael.
I'm Courtney.
And because it's appropriate.
Yep.
So long and good night.